Welcome, Stitchers, to episode 3 of the Flosscast infographic series, Unraveling Floss Care and Composition, with me, Ollie, your trusty cross-stitch assistant. Together, we'll delve into an expansive array of features designed to elevate your cross-stitch experience. So let's deep dive into the world of StitchPal, starting with fabric, needle, ply conversion. Explore a comprehensive table that maps Ada counts to even weave and linen counts, with recommended needle sizes and the ideal number of strands for both light and dark fabrics in each category. Enjoy a direct link to the Ada templates page where you can effortlessly download pre-made PDFs for your convenience. The handy StitchPal short name for fabric needle ply conversion is Synergy. Fabric needle ply conversion can be found under the top level category, General Information, and then Fabric needle ply conversion as highlighted. This handy reference table is split into columns starting with the Ada counts 7, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. The next two columns are conversions from Ada counts to even weave and linen counts. The next column is the ideal recommended needle size to use with each count, whether it is Ada, even weave or linen. I will note that for 20 count Ada or 40 count even weave and linen, the size is for petite needles. The column after that is the ideal number of strands that need to be used for a full stitch for each count on both light and dark coloured fabrics, as shown with these highlighted examples. 11 count Ada or 22 count even weave linen would have a recommendation to use 3 strands on light fabrics and 4 strands on dark fabrics. 14 count Ada or 28 count even weave linen would have a recommendation to use 2 strands on light fabrics or 3 strands on dark fabrics. 20 count Ada or 40 count even weave linen would have a recommendation to use 1 strand on light fabrics and 2 strands on dark fabrics. Feel free to consider this information as a helpful reference. Stitch with the materials that suit your comfort level and achieve the desired aesthetic for your design. Lastly, there are buttons at the end of the table. When clicked, StitchPal will auto-apply these filters on the Ada templates page for ease of use. Let's try an example. I want to use 3 strands of floss on light fabrics, and when I click the Go to Ada search in the first column of buttons, 11 and 12 count Ada templates are returned. Navigate back using the Go to Fabric Needle Ply Conversion button at the top of the screen. This time say I wanted to use 2 strands of floss on light fabrics, but when I click the Go to Ada search in the first column of buttons, 14, 16 and 18 count Ada templates are returned. The same applies to dark fabrics. Say I wanted to use 4 strands of floss on dark fabrics. This time I click the Go to Ada search in the second column of buttons. 10, 11 and 12 count Ada templates are returned. These quick filter buttons allow you to quickly get the template you require. A few risks of using a bigger or smaller needle than recommended are that it can lead to making the holes wider in the fabric you are using, or having your threads fray and cause unnecessary knotting. At the top of the screen, under the triple dots, you can print this page for reference. Easily navigate through floss care instructions, categorised into wash, bleach, dry, iron and clean. Quickly identify which floss types require specific care instructions. Plus, effortlessly access the brand search page with preset floss type filters, making it a breeze to add floss to your stash. The handy StitchPal short name for floss care is SPRUCE. Floss care can be found under the top level category, General Information, and then Floss Care as highlighted. The Floss Care page is split into 6 tabs: All Labels, Wash, Bleach, Dry, Iron and Clean. At its top level, each label displays the label icon, hover over an icon to see alternatives, the label name, and links to any brand floss type. Click on a label. I will use the example shown here. Wash at or below 30 degrees. A side window appears. Under floss products, we can see cards for each of the brand floss types that will be washed at or below 30 degrees. Use the previous or next toggles at the bottom right of this area to cycle through the brand floss types. At the bottom of each card is a Go to Floss search button. Clicking this button will take you to the equivalent brand search page and it will auto apply the filters shown on the card. In this case, floss type metallics and floss family lame. Let's return to the floss care page and show another example, this time under the dry tab. I'll use the example shown here, tumble dry, low temp. Again we can see there are many brand floss types associated with this care label. Clicking the Go to Floss search on the DMC Mooline Satin card will take you to the DMC search page and auto apply the filters on the card. In this case, floss type satin. This seamless transition allows you to go from floss care to searching directly for the floss colours you require with ease. If you have any floss care techniques and wish to contribute to the Stitch Chronicles within StitchPal and share with our amazing community, please reach out to jason@jldigitalstudios.co.uk. One last thing to note on the floss care page, not all labels contain links to brand floss types, but this repository is a handy reference for most care labels in general. At the top of the screen, under the triple dots, you can print any of the tabs on this page for reference. Before we continue, here is a brief Ollie presentation. Dive into detailed floss breakdowns, including their composition and care instructions. Swiftly access the brand search page with predefined floss type filters, primed for adding floss to your stash with ease. The handy StitchPal short name for floss composition is structure. Floss composition can be found under the top level category, general information, and then floss composition as highlighted. The floss composition page is split into different brands. At its top level, each brand displays the total number of floss types, as shown here with the brand Anchor, and the total number of floss types is 6. Let's delve deeper by toggling the arrow. Here we get a better look at the 6 floss types for Anchor: Mooline Stranded, Mooline Variegated Multicolour, Mooline Variegated Ombre, Mooline Metallic, Mooline Neon, and Mooline Metallic Lame. The next column shows the total number of products within each floss type. The next 2 columns break down the floss composition for each floss type. As we scroll across, there are also the relevant washing instructions for each floss type, broken down into wash, bleach, dry, iron, and clean. Lastly, we have a Go to Floss search button. Clicking this button will take you to the equivalent brand search page and it will auto-apply the floss type. Here are a few examples. First, Mooline Variegated Multicolour. To go back, use the Go to Floss Composition button at the top left of the screen. The second example is Mooline Neon. This seamless transition allows you to go straight from floss composition to searching directly for the floss colours you require with ease. Let's now end with a review of this episode. Synergy within StitchPal offers a comprehensive table that maps aid counts to even weave and linen counts, with recommended needle sizes and the ideal number of strands for both light and dark fabrics in each category. Enjoy a direct link to the Ada Templates page where you can effortlessly download pre-made PDFs for your convenience. SPRUCE within StitchPal allows you to easily navigate through floss care instructions, categorised into wash, bleach, dry, iron and clean. Quickly identify which floss types require specific care instructions. Plus effortlessly access the brand search page with preset floss type filters, making it a breeze to add floss to your stash. Structure within StitchPal lets you dive into detailed floss breakdowns, including their composition and care instructions. Swiftly access the brand search page with predefined floss type filters, primed for adding floss to your stash with ease. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, stitch with a smile.